Good evening. My name's Ali. I post under the alias WFR42 on a couple of homebrew forums, and I'm the latest one to jump on this vlogging nonsense. Just to give you a little update of what's going on, I kind of missed homebrew Wednesday. Yesterday we had a family outing to go and see Fences, which was excellent. So I didn't get a chance to test my taster bottle of the maple bourbon porter, which I've got one of those 330ml bottles to have a test, one a month while the rest condition. But a little update on how my brewing's going. I've currently got a brew firm kit, the triple in the fermenting vessel, and that was partly a guilty buy, going in and feeling that I should be buying more than just my sanitizer from my local home brew store, which is Brew Store in Edinburgh. So lots of good stuff there. I've currently in the process of getting better at keeping yeast. This is going to be a third generation USO 5. I'm just practicing with the dried yeast. I'm planning to do a couple of liquid yeast brews later, and I think you can see there's a whole load of hop debris, a layer of good yeast and a layer of trub underneath the spent wort there. That was just harvested and scooped, and thank you very much to Sainsbury's and Kilner for the litre-sized jars. Anyway, little introduction. I'll show you what this looks like, and let you get back to what you're doing. So this is a month in. This was the Greg Hughes vanilla bourbon stout recipe, which I did before with coffee, in this edition instead of the vanilla and the bourbon. There were a couple of mistakes in the brew. I think I ordered the wrong colour of crystal, so it's a bit lighter than that's suggesting. I'll maybe take this under a light in a second. And I was using some cheap hops that I got from my local homebrew store. I used Pacific Gem rather than the Northern Brewer and the other hop recommended from the Greg Hughes recipe, and I didn't adjust for the alpha acids, so it's got quite, the last bottle had quite a black currant sort of hit from them, and it's maybe a bit more bitter than it should be, but quite pleased with the carbonation there. It's got a lovely roasty smell to it, a bit like the coffee stout had, and there's a little hint of amber there. I'm quite happy with how I've got the phone set at the moment. So it's really interesting. It's quite similar to the coffee stout that I did with a similar grain bill. The bourbon was really prominent. It was a huge vanilla hit from the bourbon when I bottled it a month ago. There's a hint of the maple there, sort of a residue sweetness, and there's a bigger hit of bourbon. Excuse me, I need to adjust the pan here. There's a bit of the bourbon on a bigger sip, but I'm really pleased how smooth that is after just a month, and at 7.5% I think it's going to be a little bit dangerous. As I've got one of these a month for the next 12 months, this will be a reoccurring taste, and I'll hopefully have a few more tasting notes on you for that next time round. Maybe should have scribbled some notes. This very much is a first attempt, and I hope it hasn't been too rough. Anyway, nice to meet you. Cheers.